this is Judy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And oh my gosh, today is day 21 of Chrissy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, the best of the sketches. And this sketch is designed by Par Victor. This is a really nice sketch, and I have the perfect photo to work with this one. It is of my granddaughter playing soccer. You know, they have those yearly photos taking, and you never know quite how to scrapbook them. So this is a perfect photo to use with this sketch because it has stars and has yellow. But of course you could use the yellow as any color. You know, I just happen to have one that has yellow on it. So I brought out all my soccer stuff, and I love it that I'm organized and getting better at keeping everything together. So I have all my soccer stuff together. And this is actually a team package from Close to My Heart. They had all stars, so you could use it for any sport. But I like it here because it's all these stars. And I can pull that out to use. And then all the other soccer stuff. Now this is a little baggie of embellishments I had made with items for a swap. And I made all these stars and had, you know, I always make way too many. But I had all these left over. And I'm going to try and pull some out to show you if I can get it out of the bag. Come on. I don't want to fold it, but it was a tight fit. And, you know, oh, look at all the stars I have. So these are the kind of stars that I was talking about. So I had a phone call and got interrupted, and now I'm returning back, and I'm not sure where we were. I think I was taking these stars out of the package, and I got a bunch of them out, and I'm going to keep them out in case I need them because I have so much stuff. I just want to make sure I bring out what I'm going to use. I don't want to have to go digging afterwards. And these are the papers that I have. And yeah, I have lots to choose from. And there's even ones that have, I don't think any of those are double-sided, but some of them are double-sided, like this one. And that one's not. I think I'm going to use this paper as my base. Then I'm going to do a white background. I could use this one too because it's really black. I might use that. It's really, I'm going to make, I'm going to do a white area for my circle with the stars and the photo. And these are all color plate papers. They are from a collection kit. Oh, actually, they have the name of the paper on these, but it's all from the collection for soccer, and they're very smooth and slick papers, not what I'm used to using. They're like shiny. I bet you these would cut really good in the Cricut. But there's some good papers here as well. Let's see, I could use this one though too. I really like this stripe too. That's the problem sometimes with having so many choices. You don't know what one to use. The sticker sheet's good, and this one's fun. I'm going to save this one though. And this has the cover sheet. Okay, so it is Soccer MVP collection. You can cut out a lot of different things from this sheet as well, but there's only one of these, so and that one's kind of cool with the hexagons. So they're not even hexagons, they're 5-sided. Those are hexagons. Isn't that different? Okay, so these are the 3 papers that I got out. So this one would look, oh, that looks really cool. Wow. Okay, otherwise I can put it on that, and that one looks good too. That one, it's a little too gray, I think. That one, I like that one too, but wow, this stripe really, that's really cool. I could make it as the border around the outside. No, that doesn't look good at all. And that's way too busy. But yeah, that's really pretty. All right, so I might use this paper. So I'm going to do a white wash to cover up some of the areas, and then I'm going to stencil some stars, and then I will put in my circle with more stars for embellishment, and the title, which will be just probably Mallory, and we'll be done. So all right, let's get moving on this. Okay, brought out my Liquitex gesso. And just going to pour it right on the paper. Now this paper is very slick, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to work with the gesso. And I got just a credit card, and I'm going to make it into my circular shape, because that is what we're going to have in the middle. And I love the texture that this card is giving this paper. I do want it to be quite opaque by the time I get done. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. Maybe get that done. Let's make it a little bigger. I have quite a bit left on my card, so I want to try and get it on the paper. All right, so that we're going to set aside and let it dry. It's already pretty getting there, and I'll dig out my stencil. All right, the paper's pretty dry, and I made some frames on my Cricut, and these are just some circle frames that I found and welded together, and then I made the offset for like a shadow. And I brought this piece of paper out. It's scrap paper. I just cut it in this shape so that I could use it as a mask. This is the stencil. I think you can see some of the stars through it. Okay, so that's the stencil I'm going to use. Because I don't want the middle to have the stars, so I'm going to have stars over here, and I'm going to have stars over here. And I brought out some stencil paste. It is crushed pineapple. I believe it's a Vicky Bouton color. And let's get this opened and use it, and save these little labels or foam lids. Put it back on. It helps to keep the paste from drying out. And I'm going to put some on my craft sheet here. I'm going to lighten it up with some of the white gesso. I'm going to make sure I get it mixed up here. This is turning out so pretty. I really love how those stars dried, and they really show, and they're vibrant. And this green, I don't know about. I wasn't real happy with it being a light shade, but I think it'll be okay. I did the photo. I mounted it on white and then on black, and then I just kept a bunch of stickers out and embellishing stars and things like that. The only other thing I want to do is maybe stamp a little bit underneath on the white. And I've got this stamp. I don't know what company it's from. I think I got it at a crop. Somebody put it on the swap table. So I thought I'd do some stamping with some of the images. And we'll get that done. And I'll probably use black. Okay, I'm going to use our Intense Black ink, and I'm going to flip my Versamat over so that I have a cushion. Oh, and that does not take the ink very well, so maybe it has something on it from manufacturing. So let me see if I can get it to ink up a little bit better. It's a little better. It's still kind of beading up. I'm going to use liquid glass to attach foam to the back of my photo, and it's almost empty, so I'm just going to pour some on here. And I cut my circles in half so that I can make them wider and I don't have to make them separate. And I got some liquid glass I poured on the scrap paper so I can dip my piece in it. I'm just going to use it up and then open a new bottle. You just got to be careful with this because it does dry shiny, so you don't want to get it on the top of your piece. Should be okay with this though because there's so much shininess going on already. There. And I will do the same for this one. And I'll just put stars on the ends here to cover it so it doesn't, you don't see the break. But that looks better, much, much better. I'm very happy with how that looks rather than just that green. Okay, so let's pull in the largest element now that I want to use. And I have to remember her name is going to go, these letters are actually thin cuts that Close to My Heart has right now that are on sale. They're on clearance. So you can get the whole set of these thin cut letters. They're 1.5 inches high for, I think it's $28. They're in the clearance section online. All of my links below are there if you need to get anything from Close to My Heart. I'd be happy to help you out with that. I am a maker. But if you do want these and you have a maker, by all means, stay with them. Support their little business. So I think I'm going to have to put something behind her name to really make it pop because it is quite blending in, right? So we can work on that, but I want to see what other embellishments I'm going to have here. So we'll just work on putting those around the page and see how they go. Oh, and this is something I can put behind her name right there. That's perfect. I'm not going to put this down because it could stick, but I want to remember that I want to use that. I really like that little sticker for her. And this is another one I wanted to try and get down. And it should blend right in because the background is the black and white stamped. So that looks good. The cleats with the soccer ball. We've got another soccer ball here we can use. I don't like how that has a divot, so we're going to put one of these more solid stickers on here. Oh, they're actually foam. And there's some stars on here, and these are cardstock stickers, so they're quite hefty. That's my kid. Oh, the sticker on this is sticky. Holy moly. So I'm going to put this together off the layout. right, I think I'm done with embellishing. It's really busy, and I'm going to add more to it. I'm going to add some glitter to the stars around the outside. I'm going to try to use a brush. And I've not tried this Gina K glitter gel before, so let's get this and see what it looks like. Okay, so I had some company and I worked on this while I was talking, but all I'm doing is taking my water brush and brushing it onto the stars, and it seems to be working really well. I love the glitter and extra shine that it's giving to the stars. And this goes on pretty easy with this brush. I'm very happy with how it's going on. I thought about doing the letters in her name, but I decided not to. I would like to maybe have outlined them with black, and I might go back in with a black marker and do it. It'll be a little difficult because they're raised in the middle and not on the ends. I could tuck something underneath them to give them a little something to sit on while I draw the lines on them. I may do that with my black journaling pen because it's still getting lost in the background. So I'm just going to wipe this water brush off, squeeze some water out into the bristles to get the glitter off of it. Okay, I'm not liking how they look, so I'm going to cut more letters and put them on top, and I think I will actually maybe do it in black, and those I think will really pop. So these are the thin cut letters I was talking about. So I'm just going to place them down and cut them out again. Now I'm just going to take glue and apply it to my letter. Much better. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to give you some close-ups of that shimmer. Hopefully you can see some of it in the shine. And all that stamping. Make sure you check out everybody else in the video description. There's a link to the playlist for everybody who is working on this sketch today. And thank you to Christy for putting this all together. And thank you to Par Victor for letting us use this sketch. Have a wonderful day.